Yes, you may enter. Ah, is that them? Thank you for bringing them to me. You may return to your post now outside. I shall not allow you to oppose my orders, so be on your way. That is much better. I know it is their duty to be overprotective, but I only feel at ease when I'm left to my own devices. Is there a problem? Were you expecting to meet me in more official setting, rather than my private chambers? Or are you simply shocked by my beauty? Oh, please, there's no need for such tedium. Please do not kneel before me. Get up, and let me have a proper look at you. No, no, I insist. And as you may have noticed, I'm not fond of unnecessary discussions. Now that's better. My, you really are quite breathtaking, aren't you? Such delicate features and strong, beautiful eyes. My father chose well, or so I'd say, if he had any real say in the matter. Please, join me at my table. The servants have prepared some refreshments for us. And so well spoken. Oh my. Come along then. Please, feel free to indulge in the pastries our chef has prepared. They are to die for, I guarantee it. Would you tell me a little bit about yourself? I only heard your name from my parents, but I don't even know where you hail from. Mm-hmm. Hmm. You must excuse my lack of knowledge, but I haven't heard of that barony before. My father's subjects and supporters are numerous, as you may be aware. It's truly a vast kingdom that he reigns over. Where does it lay in the relation to the capital? Oh, over the mountains to the west. I've never met someone from that far away. And obviously, I also never traveled much outside this castle, as my parents really seek to keep me here anyway. Away from possible harm, that is. I can hardly wait to meet your parents as well. We should schedule a visit with them soon after the wedding, don't you think? Nonsense! Surely they make time for their child, especially to celebrate their wedding, and even more so, their wedding for their prince? Why would you say such a thing? But if they don't have any interest in you, do they even know that you're here? What you have accompanied during your past few weeks? They don't. Oh, that's simply t- too bad, then. It saddens me to think that your parents would neglect you and your accomplishments so much. You clearly deserve better. You're so kind and you have such a wonderful personality. S- So, from personal experience, but what the servants and guards told me, and the way you succeeded in the test to win my favor, you are a delightful person. I designed the test myself, you know. Well, obviously, as the kingdom's crown prince, it is my fate to become the husband of a suitable candidate in order to continue our bloodline and, of course, rule over the realm once my father abdicates in the future. And that is why, for a short while, I was beset daily by a number of prospective suitors, which was quite exhausting to me. You see, my parents were advised to make their decision on who to choose for me based off of their political grounds, but they're such wonderful people that they would never force me to marry someone that I deemed unworthy myself. Therefore, I had a quite brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. I would let His Majesty decide. I see where you're confused. His Majesty is the name I gave to my beloved cat, of course. The same one that you've spent so many days courting in my stead. Since I believe in the natural intuition of animals, I was convinced that he would take one of my suitors, then surely he would recognize the good individual behind the false niceties, honey words, and the polite smiles. So I gave him a collar with a little key on it, and those seeking to marry me were told to catch him and bring the key to the king. And they all failed. Spectacularly so, sometimes. Oh, it was quite a delight to see them with the most complicated schemes to catch him, only for him to evade them every single time. And then you arrived. At first, I did not know what to make of you. It seemed like you were not even going to try and run after His Majesty, but instead you were content and sitting in our garden watching him carefully. Well, yes, I was watching you from the castle, of course. I would not allow a stranger to hurt my beloved cat in any way. And as I was saying, you were just watching him, even when he curiously walked up to you and was within reach of your grasp. You did not violently try to catch him. Instead, you patiently waited for him to come to you, to get accustomed to you. I thought to myself that this was just a strategy to lure him into a false sense of security. But even when even when he decided to lie down beside you, you did not dare to reach for the key. Tell me, what was your plan exactly? You didn't have a plan. So you're quite literally just making friends with my cat? I beg your pardon. The way you said those words was just so genuine, so innocent, I couldn't help but laugh out of joy. Please excuse my laughter. I don't mean to make fun of you. I'm so glad that you like His Majesty, and he seems to have taken a liking to you as well. After weeks on end of you two getting to know each other, growing accustomed, playing, even sharing a meal here and there, is practically begging for you to take the key from his neck. Tell me, were you even interested in meeting me at all? There is no need to feel embarrassed, I assure you. It's all just a jest. You made these last few weeks very entertaining for me, and I almost got a little sad on the days that you weren't sat there in vain because he would not show himself. He's elusive like that, ever wandering, ever mischievous. The freedom of a feline. Anyway, did you bring the key with you? I would like to show you what it's for. You have my thanks. Now, will you please close your eyes for but a moment? This is supposed to be a surprise after all. Thank you. Now, there we go. It is now official. Open your eyes, darling. Yes, it's a collar. Do you like it? Wait, I have a small mirror right here. Well, what do you think? I chose this for myself. It is my most prized possession. No need to thank me, darling. I'm so happy you like it. It suits you wonderfully. You look so adorable with it. And don't worry about what other people might think. You won't be seeing anyone else for quite a while anyways. What do you mean? Well, of course you'll be staying here in the castle. You told me yourself that none of those neglectful degenerates you call family don't even give a shit about you. So they don't miss you anyway, right? Come to think of it, I'd say they deserve a bit more humbling, don't you think, after all? If they were to treat my darling partner in such a way, maybe we should show them what it means to anger their future king. Honey, what's wrong? Why are you upset? I really think you should calm down and sit down again. Sit down. That is so much better. Don't you agree? Of course, I know that you'd always listen to your beloved husband and fulfill all his wishes of your own will, but I wanted to make sure, I have a court mage enchant this collar so that this wearer may never refuse my orders. Isn't magic simply fascinating? Hush, darling. For now, you will not utter a single word. I need you to listen carefully now. There's something you to know about me, about His Majesty. You see, when I was but a little boy, my father drew the anger of a clan of disgusting mountain-dwelling shamans by rightfully removing them from our land. In turn, they cursed his firstborn, so me obviously, to live life as a beast. My father's men interrupted the ritual, so the curse took a curious turn, to say the least. Ever since that day, I'm forced to take the form of a cat ever so often. Ah, yes, I see it. You've realized it already. I am His Majesty. You're so bright, my love. My father was very concerned, naturally, about my ability to rule a kingdom in his state. So he ordered his scholars and mages to find a cure in secret, but to no avail. I do not mind, though. I actually enjoy the freedom my other form gives me. It allows me to slip away from my royal responsibilities quite often. So I see it as a bit of a boon, really. But obviously, one cannot be a part-time king, so the next best plan was to find a spouse for me who could rule in my stead from time to time. That's where you come in. Oh, right, I forbade you to speak. Pardon me. You see, I needed the perfect companion, someone who is kind and warm to contrast my rather vengeful and heartless nature, as my dear mother once put it. And along came you. You won my heart, not only by courting me for my royal status and pursuit of power, but also showing your soft and sensitive side to me when you were befriending an innocent animal. All this time we spent together, without you having the slightest clue who I was, meant so much to me. And I simply fell in love with you. I love you so much, and I just want you to know I feel the same way. I want you to say as well. So I shall allow you to speak again. What, 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 what are you saying? Stop it this instant. How could you say all those horrible words? Of course you love me. I, I see that my judgment was wrong. This must be a bit overwhelming for you, but don't worry. From the bottom of my heart, I know you love me too. All you need is a little push in the right direction. I was afraid this might happen, so I asked my father to prepare a room for us. It has all the necessary amendments for me to make sure you come to your senses quickly. Until you learn to show me your true feelings, you will reside there, and we will spend many, many years together. I will show you that I am the perfect husband for you, and I'll make sure that your family regrets ever mistreating you in any way. You have my word. Maybe I'll even bring them here to show them how happy the two of us are together before removing those wicked creatures from this world altogether. My perfect partner. I love you so much. Guards, we need to take some time in my soon-to-be spouse's chambers. Please take them there and prepare them as instructed. Thank you. I shall be with you momentarily, darling, and of course, you will be good and do as you're told. I love you.